Roxborough Memorial Hospital School of Nursing Class of 2024.
Dr. Freck, students, faculty members, parents, and friends. Can we give it up for the Roxborough Memorial Hospital School of Nursing class? You should be proud. You should be proud. And parents, you know how hard these students work. I was in your space about 20 years ago when I received my diploma from Roxborough School of Nursing. And I have to say that this was really the most meaningful experience of my career. So I fell in love with Roxborough when I went to school here. I'm originally from Northeast Philly. And I can tell you that it was the training that you received at Roxborough. It's that embeddedness in the clinical experience that's so rare. Makes this the best nursing school in the nation. But also our community, Roxborough, is so much a part of your experience. And that care that you're going to provide that is so essential to nursing is really what this community of Roxborough is all about. And as a state representative, I can't be more proud to have this in my community. So as you're ready to start your career as a nurse, you're all graduate nurses now, I have 3 words of advice. The first one is to focus on providing the most exceptional, the most empathetic care possible. That will set you apart from other nurses, and that will help you to advance your career. When we went to Roxborough, there was a joke. So in the basement on the board, we put Roxborough Stars of the Future. Because we thought it was really corny, but it kind of like embodied our class and what we were all about, just embracing the corniness. But it's true that you all are rock stars. And when you're out there, one of the things they told me when I became a nurse practitioner is they said, it doesn't matter what you say back here in the nurses' room, what matters is what you do out there. And be awesome, be a rock star out there. Focus every day, if you're, and you know, Dr. Freck mentioned, you know, the struggles that you'll face as nurses. Nurses face it across the country. And the thing that will set you apart, the thing that will keep you sane is one thing a day. Try to go a little bit above the pale. Go a little bit above what's required. Maybe take your patient for a walk. If it's possible, when I worked at Abington, I sometimes send my patients out for a walk outside. Can't do it every shift, but every once in a while, do that little bit of extra. Sit on the bed with the patient. Have a discussion. Make a meaningful moment. Find that empathy every day, every shift. The second piece of advice is keep looking for the best nursing fit. So you may go and you may land on the perfect floor. You may be going to Roxborough and you'll be there for 30 years, right? 40 years. But you may be a little floor and it's not a good fit. And you might not know it initially, but it's okay. Because you have to keep looking for it. I ended up at Abington. I was in the heart failure unit for 4 years. I went to become a clinical nurse leader. I was on oncology for 6 months. And I got laid off. Oncology wasn't my thing. I wasn't grooving to it. So I decided to get my nurse practitioner. And that was awesome. And I loved that job. But after a few years, I was like, okay, what else? So I decided to go back for even more school. I got my PhD at the University of Pennsylvania. And I was like, you know, this is good, but I feel like I need to make it a bigger dent. And so I ran for office as state representative I won. And I'll represent this community in Harrisburg. And thank you. I'm the first nurse practitioner, and thank you. And I ran because I really felt that we needed a nursing voice. I became the first nurse practitioner in 340 years at the state capitol. keep looking for that fit. You might not find it initially, but one day you'll find it. And I just want to say one more thing because my mom is here. My mom, who went to Einstein. Any Einstein nurses out there? All right, there we go. So my mom went to Einstein. She went to Baird Enterprises, which is a home care company, and she became the vice president and fell in love. You know, and you can always go back to school. You can always go back for your bachelor's in nursing, master's in nursing, PhD, DNP. You can always go back, and don't worry, you'll find it. The last piece of advice is that patient advocacy, your patient advocacy does not end at the bedside. The nursing oath, which I think you're about to receive, the Nightingale Pledge, says to advocate for the welfare of patients, and that doesn't necessarily end at the bedside. For me, it took me to Haiti, where I started as a nonprofit for kids with disabilities. Haiti, all right? We got Haiti here? That's right. All right, Haiti is back. So it was a nonprofit that me and two other nurses started because it was important that kids with disabilities get the same opportunities. So we started that program. I started the national program, nationally recognized program for COVID shots, taking the leftover COVID shots at our health center that were going to be thrown away to patients that couldn't get access to the COVID shots. And I started that program. So, and finally, as state representative, I've been fighting to pass bills. I've passed 9 bills in the House so far in my rookie year. In fact, today we just passed a bill out of transportation, my bill with Representative Hohenstein, that is security grants for our transit workers to make them safer. And it's because as a nurse, what do? We focus on safety, we focus on the well-being of patients and workers. So I'm so proud of you all. You did it. You're GNs. Congratulations. Now go make the world a better place. Thank you.